Okay, this video is for Kaylee because you had a great question about converting today. So here I have a big G. Let's remember the story that reminds us of our customary capacity measurements. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called G. And in that kingdom, there were 4 queens. Each queen had 2 children, a prince and a princess. Each child had 2 crowns to wear anytime they wanted. Now remember, each crown had 8 jewels on it. But for today, we'll just go down to the crowns. Now, this is a silly story just to help us remember about customary capacity. The big G stands for a gallon, and in each gallon you have 4 Qs, which is 4 quarts. As you can see, each quart has 2 pints, that's what the P stand for, and each pint has 2 cups, that's what the C stand for. So you can very easily draw this quickly and be reminded of how many cups are there, pints and quarts, and how they all relate to each other. So let's look a little closer about the problem that Kaylee sent me today. Okay, so here is the first statement that the problem said that we're trying to figure out is true or false. The statement said a quart is 4 times as large as a cup. A quart is 4 times as large as a cup. So let's look at a quart. Here we're looking at 1 quart. And this statement is saying that that quart is 4 times as large as a cup. And as you can see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cups inside that quart. So it's also saying the same thing as 1 quart equals cup times 4. So let's look over here. In this quart, we have 4 cups. If I had 4 cups, I would have a quart. So this statement is true. If I have 4 cups, it does equal 1 quart. So let's look at the next statement. This statement says a cup is 1/4 as large as a quart. So let's look at this quart. Remember, we have 1 quart and we have 4 cups. If I just circled one of the cups, just looked at one of them, 1 out of 4, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. 1 cup is 1/4 of this quart. In a quart, this is 1 quart, I have 4 cups. So as you can see here, 1 cup is 1/4 of a quart. So we can see here that this is true. Another way of looking at this would be 1 quart divided by 4 equals a cup. And that is absolutely true. 1/4 of a quart is a cup. Let's look at the next statement. Okay, so this statement says 1 quart is equal to 1/4 of a cup. So let's draw this strip diagram like we did on the last statement. So we have 1 quart here, which you can see, like here's a quart, okay? And in that quart, we have 4 cups. Cup, 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 cup. Okay, so this statement is saying that 1 quart, that this is equal to 1/4 of a cup. Well, we know that's just not true, because if we broke a cup into fourths, it would be this much right here. And this statement is saying that 1 quart, this whole part, is equal to 1/4 of a cup. And that's just not true. 1/4 of a cup is literally 2 fluid ounces. That's not equal to a quart at all. So we know that this statement is absolutely false. Now, there's one more way I want to show you to think about this customary capacity. Think of it like in a strip diagram, a bigger strip diagram, where you have 1 gallon, kingdom G. And remember, in that kingdom, there are 4 queens. So that's equal. So I've got 4 parts here, and these are quarts. Remember, each queen had 2 children. So we're going to divide each of the queens into the prince and the princess for each one. Remember, these represent pints. Now, don't forget that each prince and princess had 2 crowns. So now I've got to divide each prince and princess into 2 crowns that they had. And if I wanted to go further with this strip diagram, I could show that each of these cups or crowns have 8 joules or 8 fluid ounces, but it's going to be difficult for me to do that in this small of a space, because I would have to come down here with an extra bar and divide each cup into 8 parts. But that gives you an idea of how small the ounce is in relation to the gallon. So you can see here a lot easier when you draw it in a strip diagram type of scenario, what is equal to what. You can see now, if you want to look at 1 quart, you can see what that looks like. And you see 1 cup here is 1/4 of that quart. You can also see that 1 pint is half of that quart. Or you could even see that 1 quart is 1/4 of the gallon. So you can also draw Kingdom G out like this in a strip diagram if that's more acceptable for you to understand. So anyways, I hope this helped you understand some more about customary capacity today. Have a great day. Bye.